Yeah, guys, like we said, we're really excited to get this going. We're definitely, this is something we're looking forward to. We figure, like we said, what better way than to pour into you guys through Facebook Live? We'll be here every Sunday. It will be 5 p.m. If it's not 5, even if it's 5:30, we'll be here 5 o'clock ish. Because it is going to be extremely beneficial. We do want to make sure that we're putting that content out there to you guys, so that way you guys do have this content. It is going to change your It Works business for sure. I will promise you guys that. You're going to get so much out of this. Not only are you going to get marketing, not only are you going to get social media marketing off of this, you're going to get leadership development out of this. You're going to get attraction marketing. You're going to learn proper ways of branding yourself. You are going to learn how to post with value. You are going to learn how to take everything that we're teaching you guys and apply it to everyday life, just because it's something that you're going to get some psychology out of this. You're going to get everything that you need in order to be successful in this business. So, yeah, I mean, Jess, do you want to kind of tell them like how you?
I think I made a post as well right before this where I said that between you and I, we get like 300 plus messages a month from other distributors asking us, because we're kind of vocal about how we do things, and so people are constantly asking Johnny and I, like, I need your help with this. Can you help me with this? People that are not on our teams. And you guys, while and I'm sure he would as well, would love to be able to answer every single one of those messages, we're running our business at the same time as well. And we also have our teams to help also. So doing something like this is, it's a no-brainer. It helps so much because it just kills two birds with one stone. So this was a big part of, why he asked me to hop on. And I just love it. We both just love just talking about this stuff because people don't talk about it enough. That's the thing. People don't talk about it enough. And so you want to learn about it, we're gonna help you. So
that's for sure.
I don't know if you're ready.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely ready. I'm gonna keep on going what you're talking about. We're gonna talk about it like so. Network marketing as a whole, guys. Let me tell you, network marketing as a whole has been around for years and years and years. I read a quote the other day that Jesus is the most successful network marketer of all time. The guy walked around with a Bible. Think about what he taught. He preached a Bible, and you guys all know what a Bible is. Everybody knows who Jesus is. Crazy to think that, but when you think about it, dude was a network marketer. He walked the earth talking about stuff that was out of this Bible and everything. And guess what happens? Now we're talking 2,000 years, 3,000 years later, you're still talking about it. You know who he is. Everybody knows who he is, no matter what way, shape, or form it is, no matter what religion it is. Everybody knows who he is. Everybody knows of God. And look at those people. Look at religion as a whole. And that's where network marketing really started to expand. Now, where did it really take off? It took off, obviously, with some of these other companies and whatnot, as far as some of the old school companies, 80, 100 years ago. But from there, guys, understand that modern network marketing is taken over to social media. Okay. Long gone are the days where you do have to be standing in front of a crowd of people, in front of an audience, and you have to be giving a presentation. Now, again, I will tell you that is a super effective method on growing your business. I'm not taking anything away from that. We don't do that. That's not our style. That's not what we're going to do. I will tell you right now, though, you put me in front of a group of people, I'm going to kill it. Because as a leader, you have to make sure that you're comfortable talking and speaking in front of an audience of people, regardless of what it is. Now, whether that's a Facebook Live audience or whether that's an audience, a whole auditorium full of people or an arena full of people, it doesn't matter. A leadership role is you should be able to speak with people one-on-one. At the same time, you should be able to talk to people in person. But getting into network marketing as a whole, guys, a mentor, some of these modern day mentors, they did come up 30, 20, 25 years ago. And I'm not taking anything away from some of these 8-figure income earners that are out there, but do understand that the methods that they utilized to make their initial fortunes cannot be utilized today. Because if you were to take a lot of these 6, 7, and 8-figure income earners that made their fortunes 10, 15, even 5 years ago, before social media got so dominant, and you were to put them in a social media world, guess what? It's just like how the malls are right now. They wouldn't even have made it to 5-figure income earners because the methods that were taught 20 years ago don't apply to this now. They really don't. There is an effective method. There is an effective method, crucial effective method to being successful on social media marketing and figuring out how to go about it the right way. So having people and having mentors that are doing it now. Yes, we're on the rise and we're in this business now. We're not at the top of our companies. We're not the top income earner in our company. We're not sitting back here making 7 figures a month. That's the goal. 8 figures a month, 9 figures a month is the goal. but we're not there yet. We're on the creep. We're on the rise. So getting people that are doing it, that are effective in their method, their marketing method is effective now is more important than finding someone that made $1 million 15 years ago and they're still living off that initial money. All right. It is super crucial. And now, again, I don't take anything away from those people that made money that long ago. That's awesome. Hey, that's where we want to be. But the truth of the matter is, if you took some of those old school marketing methods and you threw those people out there into the brand new, hey, here you go, I'm taking all your money from you, go out there and do what you did again, they would fail. What they do would fail because the way that the internet industry blew up and the way that social media has blown up, their marketing, their styles of marketing nowadays would be deemed as spammy. They wouldn't work. People would look at them and go, okay, dude, whatever. And they would go on about their business. We have to come up with a method that is super effective, that gets people to fall in love with us. So that way you're not focused on branding a company, but you're focused on branding yourself. And that's where we kind of have learned to really kind of focus and put our focus into attraction marketing, giving something a little bit different. I figure you want to talk.
No, listen, every single thing you said was absolutely on point, as always. I mean, it's we're constantly evolving, you guys. There's people, there's musicians, okay, that have been around for years that all of a sudden you'll see them doing something totally different. Like they do a country crossover into like pop hip hop because they have to evolve, because they can't keep doing the same stuff they've always been doing. You have to evolve, which is so important, especially when it comes to business, especially when it comes to working your business online. No matter what type of business you have, if you're not evolving, you are not growing, period. You have to evolve with your business, with the times and what is current, because 99.9% of people, if you have a website, guess where they're viewing it from? They're viewing it from their phone. They're not knocking on your door asking, hey, can I see your website? They're not opening a phone book anymore to look at your ad. Every single thing is online. Everything. Social media is critical for your business, no matter what business you're in, because you are reaching the masses. So if you are not evolving, you're not reaching those people. So, sorry, I'm already hyped up. I am so hyped up. I'm pulling a Maury. I'm going like this.
I'm right here with you. I'm over here like, for real. No, it's the truth. A business, we always say it, man. If a business is not growing, a business is not evolving, guess what it's doing, guys? You got two choices when it comes to business. You're either progressing or you're regressing. There's no in between. There is no fine line. There's not a middle. There's no room for complacency. It doesn't work. It's not there. It's not going to happen. Okay? Nothing grows from the comfort zone. If what you're doing works and it's great and it's effective, that's awesome. But the way that Facebook works, guess what? Every single time that you add a person, every time that I'll tell you this, every single time that you see a Facebook update in your phone, what do you think that is? They're constantly changing stuff. Every single time that you see a messenger update, what do you think that is? That's an algorithm change. They're not over here doing that because they're trying to make sure that you guys can comment with GIFs. Like they're not making sure that you guys can add an emoji. They don't care about that. They're changing the weight on what they want. So what we have to do is we have to figure out what's working, what's relevant, and we have to use it. We have to utilize it, because that's the great thing about social media. Like Jess said, you can touch the masses sitting at home on your couch and never have to leave. It's an incredible marketing tool that we have in front of us if it's used the correct way. You can make, that's why there's so many 18, 19, 20-year-old kids out there making $100,000, $150,000 a month. They don't even have, they've never even stepped foot in college. Never even, and they're over here and they're making that kind of money, and it's unreal to think that it's all come from social media. One thing that I did touch on a live video, or I touched on a live video yesterday. I was talking about likability. We live in such a social media driven world that you guys don't even realize it. You're in social media is in general, likability is everything. Okay, people buy from people that they like, and that's just in general. That's marketing basics, marketing 101. If you're not liked by the masses, guess what? You are not going to be successful in marketing. That's plain and simple. You have to be a likable person. And I always say this. So, and I literally just did this. So say you got distributor 1 and distributor 2. You got two different distributors. If you got distributor 1 over here and he's getting 100 likes, 150 likes on a post, and you got both of these people are marketing the same product to the same person. And then you got this person over here that's not getting any interaction, no likes, but I'm looking at your social media page. Okay, as a customer, am I going to buy from distributor 1 that's getting all this interaction on their page, or am I going to buy from distributor 2 that doesn't look like they know what they're doing? You're going to buy from the person that looks like they are a more likable person. And not even just that, even take it a step further. You're going to join that person if you do decide to go into their opportunity with a person that looks like they're a more likable person, because it looks like they've got more engagement. Plain and simple. We live in a world that's based off Facebook likes. I hate to say it, but it's the honest to God's truth. Honest to God's truth. It's a modern day, what do we like to say? It's a modern day popularity contest. It really is. But it's tough to say that. But at the same time, the great thing is it's all about influence, and you can continue to build your influence. God can you. I went from 3, 5, 6, 10 likes 7 months, 8 months ago to getting hundreds of likes. And it's something that's easily done. You just have to take the time and invest time into it. Social media is no different than anything else out there, guys. You got to practice at it. You do. You definitely have to practice at it.
It's also something that can be started immediately. And that's something I want people to know. Like, you don't have to be in this business for years to have a following, okay? Because how did I start, right? How was I able to be successful my first month and all of those things? How did I do it, right? You have to find the ways that you're going to get people attracted to you for on any level, to be attracted to your product, to be attracted to your business. You have to find a way to have people attracted to you first. And I said this in a video. Johnny says this all the time. People buy into you before they buy into the business. People fall in love with you before they fall in love with the product. That's no matter what you're selling. That's no matter what business you're in. Because I can tell you right now, I've been in the mall, okay, where I've said this on videos. I've been in the mall where I was going to look for shoes. I don't need to be told to do, hey, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? I don't need that. I'm a grown woman. I know how to buy shoes. I'm good to go. I wanted these shoes so bad. The person trying to sell them, I was so turned off by that person, I walked out and did not buy the shoes. There you go. I did not want anything to do with the shoes because of the person selling them. Do you know when I do buy stuff? When I have a connection with the person selling it, when I have a conversation with the person selling it, when I feel like, oh, you know what? They're cool. I really like them, from the person selling it. It's not about just sell it and then call it a day. It's about building that relationship. It's about having that connection. And that's why it's so important. And you can have that from day one. From day one, you do not have to work on building a following years from now, and you're like, oh, I don't want to wait a year, 2 years to have this following. You could do it right now. You could do it right now. Hop on a live video. Talk about something you're passionate about. Boom, there are your followers. I mean, it takes one day, but not many people want to do it. Not many people think that it works. And we are here to tell you that it absolutely does. Or you look at this, there's 400 something people on here right now. You think it doesn't work? What we do? Because I can tell you right now, it works. No pun intended. No pun intended, but it works. So go ahead. I know you want to talk about all this attraction marketing. I know you do.
I'm over here. I'm listening. I'm over here writing down notes. What you mean? No, it's honest to God's truth, guys. I'm going to tell you, like, the biggest thing when it comes to it, like, attraction marketing is putting value out there to the general public. We don't have to do these social media trainings for you guys. I know this information. Jess knows this information. We don't have to do this. We do this because we want to help. Because not only is it helping you, it helps us. We are two people that get inspired by inspiring other people. Okay? When you're focused on attraction marketing, you inspire other people regardless of what it is. Okay? Again, and not even just away from this training, I do social media lives all the time. Jess does social media lives all the time, and we do them with the intentions on helping other people. Again, it doesn't help. It doesn't help you to be one of the most knowledgeable people on the earth if you're not applying that knowledge and you're not helping other people and you're not sharing that knowledge with others. So what we've got to do is we've got to take and we've got to put that value out there. If you're someone, I just seen young lady from my team, Stacy. She played guitar, went live playing guitar. She's a network marketer, playing guitar, sitting there playing guitars. That bad boy got like 3,000 views on it, like 200 and something likes. She's playing guitar. If you don't know what to go live about, what are you passionate about? I don't care what it is. Go live. If you got kids running around the house, I'm going to tell you, people love it. Man, if the kids are going crazy, if they're over here and they're making you want to pull your hair out, go live. Like, if you're into baking, go live. If you go to the gym, go live. Whatever it possibly is. Because what you'll do is you'll find that when you're actually putting that value out there and it's value of passion, that's what starts to attract people in, because you're not coming off as a marketer. Guys, you get on my page and you I challenge you guys to get on my page and try to find me trying to sell something. I don't do it. I'm gonna share. I share everything in life. I'm gonna share information with you. I'm gonna share a fitness journey with you. I'm gonna share everything that I can possibly share. Sharing is caring, and guess what? When you start sharing what you got going on in your life, people fall in love with you. And I'm a firm believer. It doesn't matter what you're selling. If people fall in love with you, people buy you before they buy a product. Plain and simple. Very, very plain and simple.
Yep. Can we talk about live for a second? Because I love that you just talked about that. Because I know I'm obsessed with lives. I know you're obsessed with lives. I love them. I would do a live 24/7 if I could. At one point, I was doing them every single day. I'm going to get back into that. But the point is, people think that in order to be a successful live, that you have to be talking about the product or the business. And that is not true. Because this goes right back to what we were just saying. People fall in love with you before they fall in love with the product. So you can't just hit them with the product. You can't just hit them with the business, because who's going to care? Nobody cares about that. You want to show you. You want to show your passions, because that's when you shine. Do you understand that? I can tell you right now, if I'm talking about something that I love, as opposed to something that I could care less about, right? If I'm talking about something that I love, I'm going to be 10,000 times more passionate when I talk about it, or if I have experience with it, or if I have results from it, or things like that, whatever it might be, something that I am truly passionate about, than if I didn't. So when you go on a Facebook Live, okay, stop thinking that you have to, oh, what do I go on live about? What do I go on live about? Do you know you? Because if you have to ask, what do I go live about? Then you clearly don't know who you are. You have to know who you are. Because once you know who you are and the things that you love, and by the way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you think that people aren't going to be interested. If you think that people aren't going to be, if you're into horses and you're like, no one's going to be into horses, who cares? You're into horses. So when you talk about these horses, you're going to talk about it like it is the greatest thing of all time. And that is what's going to make people listen. Your energy and your passion when you talk about it is what's going to make people sit up and listen. When you go on a Facebook Live and you're sitting there being told by your leader or whoever, okay, do this now, do this, is that passion to you? Is that excitement to you? No, that's not you talking from your heart. When you talk from your heart, why do you think preachers, everybody sits up and listen? Because they talk from their heart. When you speak from your heart and your passions, that's when you get people falling into attraction marketing. Right from there, from one video, you are doing attraction marketing. From one single video, if you do it the right way.
I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. Man, Facebook Live, I say this all the time. I wish I could walk around with Facebook Live on me. I'd be smiling everywhere I go. I tell you, it is the ultimate interaction tool. I seen someone actually commented it increases 60%. I want to tell you, Facebook Lives actually increase your visibility more than a post by more than 1,000% as of right now. So if you're making a post, and just say, for example, you're making a post and you're getting maybe 200 people that are seeing it. Say you got a friends list. We'll say that you got a friends list of 2,000 people. Say you got a friends, you're getting 200 people that see your post, and you're maybe getting 30 or 40 likes. On average, you're probably getting upwards to more than 50, 60, 70% of your friends list actually getting that visibility of that actual post. Whereas whenever you make a text or that live video, but when you make an actual text or an actual status post itself, you're only getting about 10%. And that's giving you the benefit of the doubt. Let me tell you, that's really giving you the benefit of the doubt. Most people, they have this conception that there's like the 7% rule. I don't know where this like 7% number came from. That's completely false. Okay, you dictate your visibility. You dictate your visibility. You dictate it by the amount of people that you interact with, the amount of people that you like and comment with, the amount of people that are liking and commenting on your content. I always say this all the time. Likes are weighted less than comments. You want more comments. I will take 300 comments over 300 likes any day of the week. I will tell you that. I will turn 300 comments per post. It is 500-600 likes. I know, I've done it. Like it's extremely beneficial. If you're getting 300 people that are commenting on your stuff, guys, you want to know what about the great thing about live? It is the ultimate interaction tool. If you've ever gone live, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments. Lives are the most crucial aspect to building a brand. It is the most crucial aspect to attraction marketing, and I'm going to tell you guys this. So during the $9.99 sale that we just had, all right, the whole $9.99 sale, I did not make one post trying to sell for $9.99. I didn't do it. Jess, how many of the posts did you make saying, hey guys, for $9.99?
Oh, for 9. I think I did a video actually.
That's what. Okay, I'm saying posts. How many did you write out? Did you write out any posts? Because I did a video.
I made in total, honestly, maybe like a couple of posts, while everybody else was posting like 10 times a day. But yet, people were signing up with me. Why was that? Why was that, Johnny? Why were people signing up with us? We weren't.
Because of your Facebook Live, I'm going to say, and maybe because, and this is something else I do want to touch on. So guys, study the masses and do the opposite. So if you've got everybody in your company and everybody's promoting $9.99 sale, $9.99 sale, $9.99 sale, guess what? People know I sell, it works. I don't need to be promoting a $9.99 sale because all you guys are doing it for me. So you know what you're doing? Because I'm not promoting it, people are wondering why I'm not promoting it. They're wondering why I'm not out there doing what the masses are doing. I'm going to go Facebook Live, and I'm going to go live, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to go live, and I'm going to discuss what we have going on. And by doing that, not only am I reaching more people on my friends list, because every single time that you guys, after that first day, started making that $9.99 post, I can guarantee you weren't getting much interaction. I can guarantee you weren't getting much visibility. You want to know why? Because that post had already been made 1.5 million times by day 3. People mass messaging, $9.99 to join my team, $9.99 to join my team. Guys, Facebook knows $9.99 to join a business. Guess what? You're making money off of Facebook. And if you ain't paying for a Facebook ad, then guess what? They ain't showing nobody your post. So we have to get creative. And this is where attraction marketing comes in. You go live, you talk about it. Guess what? Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it because you're doing something different.
I love that you just brought it up, because the $9.99 thing is the exact same thing when it comes to graphics, you guys. When there's a big flash sale going on, or a BOGO, or this and that, there are literally, I mean, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of posts with the exact same graphic, the exact same wording, the exact same text, okay? Guess what? Here's a news flash. You are not the only distributor that your friends list follows. You are not the only distributor that people on your friends list follow, okay? So by the time that they have scrolled for 30 minutes and they have seen 10 plus posts that all say the exact same thing, you know what I'm doing? I'm hopping on a live. That's what I'm doing. I'm not posting a graphic. I'm not posting some little thing that was already used 20,000 times. I'm going to be different because I want to stand out. Because why else? Why else would I go on and not do a live, right? Everybody else is doing this thing. I'm going to be over there doing that. I'm going to be over there doing the one thing that everybody else is not doing, or maybe like the small percentage you're doing at that time. Because I am not going to copy and paste the same exact thing when it's a BOGO or a flash sale or a promo going on, because everybody else is doing it. So you have to remember, this goes with psychology. This goes, which is going to be a whole other thing that I want to talk about eventually. Maybe not tonight, I don't know. Maybe another video. Human psychology, I am whole big on it. But, okay, people have to remember their audience. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on whatever. Right now we're on Facebook, so let's talk about Facebook. When you're on Facebook, okay, people are watching you. Hopefully, if you're doing stuff right, people are watching you. But you have to keep in mind who your audience is. You have to keep in mind who your audience is. Are you following a bunch of popular people? Because guess what? They're probably following about 20 other distributors, not just from It Works, but from other companies. So when they see that same post over and over and over, because I have people on my friends list that I follow that are distributors, okay? I mean, it takes me 5 seconds and I want to rip my hair out because it's the same thing over and over and over and over, which is my cue. Go do something different, Jess, because that's what makes people stand out. You guys, we are giving you massive, massive info right now. Like, hopefully you're writing it down. Hopefully you're sticking to it, because when you look at this, 400 something people right now, okay? And this is just Sunday's first one. Right? Well, at least with me on it. I know you've had them.
No, last week. This is the first one.
Watch how it grows next week. Watch how it grows the week after. Watch how it grows the week after that, okay? This is all attraction marketing, because we're able to pour into you with this info. So I want you guys to really take note of it, because what he says, what I say, all right, it's not the Bible, it's not the be-all and all, but when it comes to social media, really, really take notes on this. Because when I'm telling you that don't do what other distributors are doing, that's huge. That is huge, okay? Because that's not something everyone's going to tell you. So keep that in mind. If you see somebody posting the same thing down your news feed, that is your cue. Go and do something different.
I agree with that. If you guys are enjoying this video, definitely drop some likes and some loves. And if you do share this video, because I have seen that share pop up a couple times, if you guys do share this video, comment, share it in the comments, guys, because we do want to make sure that we, we definitely thank you guys afterwards. We do appreciate that. But yeah, I definitely am. I'm totally huge with that. Attraction marketing, and this is the great thing too about attraction marketing, is that it ends up going hand in hand with branding. I mean, when you really start focusing on attraction marketing, you do start to develop a brand. So not only are we sitting here and are we pouring into you guys, giving you guys nuggets, attraction marketing is giving people value for free. You want to know the best form of attraction marketing? The best form of attraction marketing. It happens every time to me. They always get me. God, do they always get me? You go to the mall, you walking through that food court, you got the little free Chinese samples. Hey, Chinese. And she's sitting there and she's holding that thing and she walks up and gives you the sample. And guess what, man? I just bought that $4.99 combo. Every time she gets me. That's attraction marketing, though. Hey, you're going to give somebody a little bit of a sample of what it is that you offer. You don't give them everything. You give them a taste. And guess what happens? Now you just bought in. Plain and simple. That is attraction marketing at its finest. And it works. Guys, it works. But when you're focusing on attraction marketing and you're focusing on building yourself through attraction, what ends up happening is in turn what happens, you build a brand. You brand yourself from this. It's super crucial. You are going to build a brand with it. It's going to happen. The two go very much so hand in hand with one another. But the key to attraction marketing is making sure that you study, like what Jess said, you study the masses and do the opposite. I was always told if you study the masses, guess what you can end up doing? You can remove the M, because that's what you're going to turn into. You don't want to study the masses, okay? I'm sorry, you don't want to be the masses. Don't be afraid to step away from the crowd. Do not be away. Don't be afraid of it. Guys, that's where greatness is at, okay? Doing what everybody else is doing in a business. Now, are we telling you guys to go out and reinvent the wheel? No, we're not. I literally made a post about this earlier. We're not telling you to go out and reinvent the wheel. No, we're not. This is not reinventing the wheel. Why did you get started in social media? You didn't get started in social media to spam people. You didn't get started in social media to talk about it works. And that's all you're going to talk about is it works, it works, it works, it works. That's not what you got started in social media. You got started in social media to be social. So be social. I do the same things I was already doing. Guess what? I went and got my Starbucks. Hey, here it is. I got my Starbucks. And you know what? Instead of holding up a Starbucks cup, which actually I am right now, but it is what it is. But that's attraction marketing. Instead of holding up a Starbucks cup, in the morning, instead of going and getting coffee, I'm over here now and I'm taking greens and I'm throwing those back and I'm talking about greens and what they do for me. I'm not trying to sell you a product. I'm telling you about what I'm doing and how I'm utilizing it. Guess what? People in my inbox all the time. What is that stuff? I don't know what it is. What is that? I get more people that inquire to me about product and about the business, and I never message anybody. I just don't do it. You don't have to. Whenever you're putting the information out there and you're showing people that, guess what? I'm working this business and I'm having a good time doing it. This is the best part about attraction marketing. It doesn't feel like work. God, it doesn't feel like work. I wake up every day and I'm like, man, people tell me this, dude, do you even work? And I'm like, yeah, I work. I'm working like crazy. What do you mean? It don't feel like work. All I'm doing is I'm doing everything I was normally doing. If you're good at doing social media, figure out what you're good at doing and figure out what you're passionate about doing and just do it. Don't make it so complicated. Just do it. It's so simple that way. And you know, you're a branding master. One thing that I definitely took from you, Jess, was if you are trying to figure out your brand and figure out what it is that you're good at, look at what inspires you. Okay. And if you got to watch my live video, if you got to watch Jess's live video, watch our live video, write down notes and go live about what you just learned. That's what I do. I sit there and I do daily self-development no matter what it is, and I write down notes, and then I go live and I just put it in my own words. And you guys love it. You eat it up. That is what I'm sure that's what you do as well. I mean, it's just one of those things where you know, we're putting information out there that we're already learning, and that's what attraction marketing is, and people love that because there's not enough people out there that are willing to put that information out there. There's not enough people that are willing to put stuff out there for free and not ask for something and not expect something in return. We're here doing it for you guys. We're here doing it for you guys. So, posting wise.
I get,
no, you're good.
Oh, I just wanted to touch on something really quick.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
A lot about to explain branding. Because we always say, you know what, like It Works is already branded. It Works is branded themselves. They're good, you guys. They're $1 billion brand. They are good. Other businesses, I'm sure there's other people watching us right now. Maybe they're not in It Works. Your company has branded itself already. Okay, you don't need to reinvent the wheel and rebrand them or push that in any way. Okay, they've got it covered and they're doing a phenomenal job at it. You need to brand yourself. You need to brand yourself, because this goes hand in hand with people falling in love with you and your brand in order to fall in love with the brand that you are selling and pushing. Okay, people need to fall in love with your brand first. Now, something that people ask me a lot, like I said, is how do you brand yourself? Like, what is it all about? Like, so they always think that, oh, they need to come up with this crazy name or this and that. Hi, you know what my brand is? Jessica Pearson. There's my brand. You know what else my brand is? My hair, right? Because you can bet your life on the fact that I am not dyeing my hair back to my regular color until I'm at a point in my life and in this business where I feel that I can. Because right now, this is my brand. This is how people know me, right? This is how people know me. Just like with Natalie and Johnny, right? Natalie, Miss Fitness Princess, okay? That's her brand. That's her brand. She is known for that, right? You guys are known for the gym, for working out, for all those things. Before that, you were known for your flair bartending. Like, you were a hotshot with that. So, I mean, you have to be known for something, right? So if it's me being known for my loud mouth and my red hair, I'm sticking with that because that's what people know me for. Okay, I am not going to go back to my regular color hair until, like I said, I am in a position in this company or in business, in life in general, where I feel I'm ready to. But right now, I'm your redhead. Okay, and that's how I stick with it. That's how I've built my brand. So when you ask me, how do I build a brand? What was it all about? You are your brand. Your name, Johnny Jumpman, Jessica Pearson. This is a brand. It doesn't have to be Apple. Right? It doesn't have to be this crazy thing. It's your name, okay? And if you do it the right way, you will become such a superstar with your brand if you do it the right way. And it all goes back to being personal and to getting people to fall in love with what you are in love with, whether it's about yourself, whether it's about things that you're passionate about, not yourself, okay? But it all comes back to you. Always, always, always comes back to you.
Jess, what do you think? Do you think that influence plays a big role in branding?
I think influence plays a big role in anything.
Well, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I think it plays a big role in anything and everything. Do you think it does?
I definitely do. I feel I made a post the other day and I asked people what's the most crucial leadership skill. And to me, definitely the most crucial leadership skill, hands down, is influence. Regardless of whatever it is, it doesn't matter what you're in, what you're involved in. Influence is everything. John Maxwell, literally, he says at the beginning of all of his books, leadership is influence, plain and simple. That's what it is. It's nothing more, nothing less. That's what it is. He's the leadership master. You can talk. I was listening to Joel Osteen earlier when I was going to grab coffee, just Sunday, and of course, flip it on. And he's talking about influence, and I'm just like, man, influence is so big. And guys, you don't realize it. Just look at celebrity endorsements. You want to know why some companies endorse these celebrities for pushing their products? The celebrity doesn't give two rips about the product. They don't care who it is. They don't care what it is, why they're using it. It doesn't matter. They get them to endorse these products because they have influence. They know that if they give Dwayne Johnson, they give The Rock a workout supplement, and they tell him, hey guys, hey bro, we're gonna do a photo shoot with you. Just wear our shirt and just lift up your arms and stand there and talk about how this product's great. Guess what? That company just made $5 million in sales. You guys don't, because the general doesn't think, oh, you know what? This guy's been he was a college athlete. We all forget that he was a professional wrestler for years and years and years. You forget that the guy has built a brand off of being this like bull guy, and that's what he is. But all we know him for now is an actor, and that's what he is. He's an actor. And guess what? You give him a fitness product and you tell him to go endorse it, and because he looks like he's been using that product for his entire life, guess what? He just made that company $50 million. Influence. Why does Kim Kardashian, you want to get shouted out on Kim Kardashian's Instagram? She charges you $100,000 to get shouted out. $100,000 per shout out. Because she knows, I shout you out on my page, it's one of the biggest Instagram following. Guess how much money you about to make if you got a product? She ain't stupid. She knows her worth. Influence is everything in life. I will definitely tell you guys that. It is definitely everything, and it is definitely everything whenever it comes to building a brand. 380 people. That's influence. If we weren't people of influence, guess what? All due respect, you guys wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening to us. It's Influence plays such a crucial role. And guys, everything we're telling you guys, this isn't something where you can go, well, dang, I don't know. I don't have anything I'm good at. I'm not good at attraction marketing. I'm not good at branding. I don't have Johnny Jumpman's crazy attitude and Jessica Pearson's red hair. And I don't have a brand and I don't have influence because I don't know anybody and I live in a small town. Guys, guess what? You can build it all through social media. It's there. These are tools and these are things that are taught, but you have to put the work in. Yeah, you know, it's you've got to find what you're passionate about. And if you don't know what to go live about, just go live. I'm telling you, just go live. There were so many times when I would just and I will. You want to tip when you're going live. Write down, like, if you do somewhat remotely have a clue of what you want to go live about. Make sure that you write down little notepads so that way you got some bullet points so that way you do stay on track. Because what ends up happening is you'll end up finding yourself going and you'll repeat the same thing over and over and over. You'll repeat it 10 different times and you're like going back to watch a video. You're like, man, that 15-minute video could have been like 2.5 minutes. There's nothing wrong with doing some bullet points. That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, going live, it is very much so. It's a part of branding. It's definitely a part of attraction marketing. There's no better tool for interaction out there. If you're not someone that doesn't like going live all the time, you want to make sure that you're doing whatever's necessary to get interaction to your page. Now, I go live because it is the ultimate interaction post. If you're going live frequently, I did see one on the other question on the other video. It said, how many times a day should you go live? I've gone live twice a day. I've also gone live and done small commercials, 90-second commercial real quick. You go live real quick, you jump on, you get 10, 15 people, 20 people that go on real quick. Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you real quick because I'm getting ready to run to the gym about this awesome supplement that I'm taking. Go live and talk about a product real quick and tell what the product's doing for you. And I'll tell you what, you can post it, leave it posted for an hour and then delete it. It doesn't matter. Interaction is interaction. If you make an interaction post and you get 500 comments on it in an hour and you delete that post, Facebook still knows that you guys had relationship and comments back and forth. It doesn't matter. You want to leave it up there, obviously, because you want more people to. If you get 500 comments an hour, you better leave it there. Don't delete it. But it's sometimes just in general what ends up happening is I feel like with lives you can't go live enough. I think is kind of the best way that I was looking at it. If you're going live once a day, that's great. That is definitely great. Why delete it? The only reason why I would say delete it is because I have actually done this for marketing technique, and it's something that I've tried. It's basically it's like a commercial. You make the commercial, you throw it out there. Hey guys, so check this out, right? You go live, you talk about your product, leave it out there for an hour, and what you'll have is you'll delete it off the page, and you'll have people that'll message you in your inbox. Hey man, you know what? You went live the other day talking about a product, about a workout supplement, and I tried to go back on your page and I couldn't find it. Now they're in your inbox, whereas before they would have just went and watched the video again. You don't know if they're interested. The business is built off of psychology and how you talk to people. So if you can get somebody, I'm very confident if I can get you in my inbox and I can get you messaging me, guess what? I'm going to sell you on it every single day, because you may think that that's the product that you need, but that may not be the product that you need. You may need something else. You may need 10 other things, but it's all about getting people to message you. That is the key. And Myra, the 3 E's: excitement, enthusiasm, and energy. Just so you know, you got to have those. If you're going live, I remembered them that time. It was the first time I remembered them. Thank God. I always forget that energy one. I don't know how I forget the energy one, but I do.
I think as well, and again, like I said, you guys, you're going to want to stay tuned for every Sunday at 5 Eastern, because we're going to be doing these every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. No mess ups, no problems. So we're going to have a lot of topics on to really like hone in on this general social media thing. So, but I think that's something that I think a lot of people, majority of people really, really need to know how important it is that when you post on Facebook, right? When you post on Instagram, okay, there is an algorithm in place that a lot of people, if you realized this, you would post differently. If you realize this, you would take your actions differently. You would be doing different things if you realize how much is weighed in on an algorithm with Facebook. Because if you realize that, you would understand, oh, okay, I do want a big reach. Oh, I don't want to be spamming people. Oh, I don't want to be sending all these messages. Oh, I do want to say this or not this. I mean, if you realize these things and understood what was behind the general idea of Facebook, because you guys, there's a bunch of guys sitting in a room, okay? There's a bunch of guys sitting in a room working on this algorithm that is giving you the stuff that you see on your news feed, and everybody that sees their news feed, it's always going to be different because it's based on the things that you're doing throughout the day. It's based on who you're interacting with. It's based on what you're saying. It's based on what you're liking, what you're not liking, what you're reacting to. All of these things are what give you your Facebook experience. So if you understood that it's not just Facebook, it is an entire experience being weighed here, there, and everywhere, you would be doing things differently in your business, and you would be working with the algorithm to really, really work your business and bring it up. That's what I think people don't understand, is that there is way more to it than just going on Facebook and posting.
I don't think a lot of people realize how much stuff actually involves an algorithm in general. Guys, do you realize that the stoplights outside, your traffic lights, are an algorithm? That's a group of people that sit in a traffic spot that figure out the times of how much traffic needs to be going through at this time, given this amount of busyness going through the intersection. There's a reason why we have traffic cameras all over the place. It's not because they want to give you tickets. It's because they have to know what's going on with the lights, so that way you're not sitting there. And I know we've all had those dreaded lights where we sit there and you're like, dude, why is this light, like, this is the longest light of all time for people going this way, but all the traffic is going this way. That's the reason why they put these algorithms are in place, is because of that. Netflix, we all have Netflix. Netflix is an algorithm. Why do you think certain stuff pops up? YouTube is an algorithm. The only social media platform right now that does not involve an algorithm, the only one, is Snapchat. I'm going to tell you that will change soon. 100%. And Snapchat is a whole nother video. I will tell you, utilize that right now as much as possible. Very much so. The more you post, the more you stay to the top of that scene. You want to post as much as you want to go crazy posting. Don't go crazy posting on Facebook. Don't go crazy posting on Instagram. Go crazy posting your life away on Snapchat, because you can get away with making 500 posts a day, 500 snaps on Snapchat, and guess what? You don't have anything to worry about. You're getting more visibility on your Snapchat by doing it that way. But when it comes to Facebook, and whenever it comes to Instagram, whenever it comes to, if you're using LinkedIn or if you're using Twitter, or whatever it is you're possibly using, it doesn't matter what you're using. Quality over quantity all day. All day. I post once, maybe twice a day, and that is crucial for me. I don't have the time to sit there and post 6 times a day. I don't have the time to do it. I really don't. I don't know. You don't look very busy to me if you've got time to sit there and post 6 to 8 times a day. And not even just that. Stuff like that is intimidating to new distributors coming in. How are you gonna have a new distributor and tell them, hey man, listen, you'd only post twice a week, but I need you to post 8 times a day? They're gonna look at you and go, yeah, right, this business ain't for me. You just shooed them off without even giving them an opportunity. Quality over quantity. We have to make sure that we're focused on putting quality out there, because just remember this as well. You're not going to sign quality people by making a post that you're spending 2 minutes on making. Think about that. They're going to sign with a person that's taking 2 hours to write a post, that's pouring their heart and their soul and putting their emotion into the post, and they're connecting with people. Not the person that just goes, hey, want to join my team for $9.99? No, they're not going to. No one's going to join your team for $9.99. They're going to join with a person that's over here that's telling you giving their whole life story on how they got started in network marketing, and they're not even going to throw the product out there. They're not even going to throw the price out there, because guys, this is something I've learned. Price does not matter. If people want something, guess what? They're going to find the money. You want that brand new pair of shoes? Guess what? You find the money. You want that Louis Vuitton purse that costs $1,200, costs more than your rent? Guess what? You find the money. You want that to go on that vacation, and you want to go on a vacation of a lifetime? Guess what? You find the money, don't you? Funny how that works. People find the money for stuff that they deem a priority. So if you can't make this a priority, and you can't make them see the love and the emotion, you can't connect with people, guess what? They're not going to buy. They're not going to buy. Very, very plain and simple. Oh, Jess, you can definitely touch on that one. Somebody just said, what's your view on voice messages to potentials?
I just saw that come in. I was like, please, let me talk.
Oh, you can talk.
If you're not, listen, okay? This is what I say all the time, all right? If you're going to use social media to build your business, and I mean use it 100%, okay? Because as we always say, there's numerous ways of building your business, and you could do whatever you are most comfortable with. But if you're choosing to do social media 100% for your business, if you're not doing Facebook Lives and if you are not using voice messages, you're wasting your time. You're not working your business. I don't care how much you think you're working your business. You're not working your business if you are not doing those 2 things, because the greatest form of communication, advertising, all those things is face-to-face, okay? If you are not face-to-face, you need to do the next best thing. And on social media, the next best thing, face-to-face, is live video and voice messages. I don't do any messages unless it's really quick where I just have to do it with friends, unless it's a voice message. I don't do anything but voice messages because that is somebody hearing your voice. That's somebody hearing your voice. This goes back to psychology, okay? Who do you use voice messages with? Who do you talk on the phone with? Because that's basically what it is. It's basically like talking on the phone, all right? Who do you send text messages to, send regular voice messages to? Who do you FaceTime with? Because that's what Facebook Live is, okay? Right now, this is like me and Johnny being on a FaceTime, pretty much. So who do you do those things with? You do those things with people that you are the closest with. You do those things with people that you are friends and family with. So now, again, going back to psychology, okay, when it comes to business, you want people to fall in love with you, get personal. Get personal. Go and do your Facebook Lives. Go and do your voice messages because that's how you're going to get people to trust you, right? And by the way, please be trustable. Like, you don't, make sure that you are, right? Make sure that you are somebody that people are going to want to trust because you want to be somebody that people go to for the products or the business or things like that. And by the way, keyword, I just said go to, which we'll talk about at another time, I'm sure. But either way, voice messages are so important because people can hear your voice. They hear your excitement, most importantly, okay? And they feel like they're talking to a best friend. I say every single day of my life to my team, talk to people like they are your best friend. I don't care if you've known them for 0.5 seconds. You can talk to people like they're your best friend because that is what works. That is what gets people to trust you. When people trust you, they want to buy from you. When people trust you, they want to hear more of what you have to say. And when you talk more after they're saying after they're trusting you, okay, all of that stuff that you're talking about is weighed way more heavily now than if they weren't trusting you. It makes them sit up and listen because they are trusting you. So voice messages are so important. If you are not using them, you guys, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. They are critical to this. And it's so convenient. Do you want to sit there typing out 500 messages or copy paste? No, because it's not personal. You want to get on the voice message and you don't want it to be perfect, by the way, okay? I could be out at Target and I could literally be trying to go through my bag, hopping on a voice message with a potential, all right? And I want them to hear if I drop my phone. I want them to hear me laughing if something crazy happens. I want them to hear those things because who hears those things? Your best friends. Your best friends hear those things, and your best friends, okay? I'm sorry, you guys. If you're going to sell to anybody and they're going to buy it, your best friends are, because they know you, they trust you. It all comes down to trust. So if you're not doing voice messages, if you're not doing live videos, you are not running your business. If you're doing it on social media.
I send voice messages. I was sending you a voice message earlier. I was doing cardio. I'm like, hey,
yep.
Jess, we got that live at Roy at 5 o'clock, right?
Because it's real.
Exactly. It is.
Yep.
It'll save you so much time. God, it'll save you so much time. I did see someone that messaged or someone that asked, yes, if you've got their phone number and you have the iPhone to iPhone, send them a voice message through that. Perfectly fine.
Always.
And guys, just so you know, if you send voice messages from your desktop, you actually don't have a time limit. So
They're 1,000 times longer.
You can send as long as you want. Whereas if you do it through your phone, you've only got a minute and you got to break it up, which naturally, don't be sending somebody some 10-minute conversation. I've had a couple of those. I'm like, bro, really? What are you? I was confused. I didn't even know you could do that. I'm like, man, what is this? This is crazy. There was some, Emilio had asked if I had to restart a profile. If I had to restart a profile, how would I do that? That's a very, very interesting question. I will tell you guys this. So coming out of nightlife industry, guys, I'm going to tell you, it's a very, very negative environment. It's a very negative environment. Getting into network marketing, this is self-development with a compensation plan. So you do need to have that mindset going in. Everything needs to be law of attraction, very positive. Dealing with nightlife people in general, not all of them, I will say, because I do have some great friends from nightlife industry, but majority of them were very, very negative minded. They don't care about, especially getting into a health and wellness company. They're like, yeah, whatever. I don't care about that. That's an extra bar tab for me every night. And that's perfectly fine. Hey, it is what it is. But I cut those people. Guys, I had 5,000 friends on my friends list since I was 18 years old. Literally, I'm talking the last 12 years. I've had 5,000. I maxed out at 5,500 back when you could do 5,500 on Facebook like 8 years ago. Okay, I've been maxed forever. Same people on my friends list. They've always been there. Maybe I would delete a couple. I would delete like 300 people and then I would add back. But I always was under this. My mindset kept saying, dude, as long as I'm at 5,000 friends, I'm good. I didn't have anything to worry about. 5,000. Like that's what people want to see. They want to. If you've got 5,000 friends, you're a popular person. That don't mean anything. That has nothing to do with it. I was getting the same amount of likes when I had 5,000 or 5,500 friends that I was getting back when I had 500 friends on my friends list. It's all about the quality of the content you put out there. I completely chopped everybody off my friends list back in January. I was getting 3, 4, 5. I just made a post about it. You can go back on my page. You can look. I literally have the comparisons of what my live videos were in January and December when I started really focusing on branding myself and Johnny Jumpman and who Johnny Jumpman is. You can see, dude, I was getting 2, 3 likes. I was making an interaction post and getting 10 comments. I was excited. I didn't know about that. Different. As a bartender, okay, I would make a post going, hey guys, I'm over here, and I'd make a flare picture or a picture of me blowing fire, or I would, hey, anybody interested in a free bar tab? Well, yeah, of course I'm going to get 200 likes and 300 comments and 20 shares on that. Yeah, of course you are. But for people that actually cared and that were quality, that people that were pouring, I'm going to tell you, I cut everybody off my friends list. I'm not kidding you when I say I cut. There's maybe 50 to 100 people that are still on my original friends list, that are still on my friends list now, that were on that original 5 to 5,500 people. That is how many people I cut. I did completely restart my social media. So when people say that they can't build a following of people, they can't. Dude, who are you growing your network with? If you're out here and you're putting content out there and you're growing, if you're putting positive content out there and all you're adding is negative people, they're not going to like your content. You need to add with a purpose, very much so. So that's what I focused on. I made sure that whenever I was growing my network, I was growing a network of people that were essentially going to be liking the content that I'm posting out there. If they're not going to be liking my content, then why do I want them on my friends list anyways? And that's really the crucial. That's the key to it. That's definitely the key to it. And I think that kind of answers your question. If you're going to regrow, I mean, you can definitely restart a friends list, restart another profile. I wouldn't advise it. The algorithm is no different than anything. You can fix your algorithm. You can fix your visibility on your page. I know, I've done it. I'm proof in it. Plain and simple. Going from getting 2, 3, 4 likes to averaging, anywhere between 250 to 500 likes on a post. Guys, it's all done. It's all done with how much value you put out there to people and who you're engaging with. Don't be that person that creeps through Facebook and just likes, and you're never showing anybody's content. You're never showing anybody love back. I will tell you this. I know people that get hundreds of likes and they never like on people's contents. And I'm like, dude, do you realize that if you were just going through and you were liking on other people's content in your news feed and replying to the comments, you're getting 100 comments on your stuff. Just go through and reply to the comments alone. Jesus, your stuff would go through the roof, and they just don't do it. It's called social media for a reason. Be social. Plain and simple. That's the biggest tip I can give you guys if it comes to trying to rebuild. Go ahead, Jess.
No, I just saw a question come through earlier. It said, what are best times during the day, night, whatever? So here's the thing, okay? And I saw that, and I want to, because this is a perfect example right now. The best times, starting out, maybe your network is smaller or whatever the case may be. I know for me, a lot of times I like to post or go on live, when people are home from work, they've put the kids in bed, they've finished their dinner, they're chilling at night. Everybody loves to be on their phones at night. You guys, at night, what are you doing? More than likely, you're scrolling in your bed on your phone, and then more than likely, you're falling asleep with the phone hitting you on the face, okay? It has happened to me numerous times. So I know I'm not the only one, but here's the thing with attraction marketing. You could pick your times, right? If you're not doing attraction marketing, you're just trying to figure out how to post, when to do videos. Like I said, evening time was great. When people are on their lunch breaks is great. But if you're doing attraction marketing the right way, you can go on at 3 a.m. and there's going to be people watching you. That's the difference. When you're doing attraction marketing the right way, it does not matter what time of day you're doing it, whether you're posting, doing live video, whatever, you're going to have somebody watching you. So that right there, that's how you know that you're doing it the right way. Because it doesn't matter what time. It does not matter. Because it literally 3 a.m. There's going to be people watching you because you are now a person of influence.
I'll agree with that. I will totally agree with that. Now, I will tell you this. If you post at 3 a.m., I will say don't expect it to be like you posted at prime time, but I will tell you this, by the time that prime time rolls around, your post is still going to be relevant at the top of the news feed. So like I've done this where I've made a post at 2 a.m. and I go to bed and it's got like, you know, it's maybe 3 hours have gone by and it's at like 60, 80 likes. I'll wake up though and it's at the normal 250, 300 likes. It's just like normal. Sometimes people are sleeping, but just because this is the great thing about Facebook, just because you posted it, if you posted it right when everybody's going to sleep, the very first thing most people do in the morning when they wake up is the very first thing they're doing. They're checking their Facebook. Guess what? It's going to pop up then. It doesn't have to pop up right now. When you become a person of relevance, you become a person of influence, people look forward to your content. They're constantly engaging in your content. You're going to pop up at the top of their news feed regardless of what time you post. It doesn't matter. You do definitely, that is a lot of trial and error. I will say for me, lunch and dinner. I feel like those are the best times to post. You can't go wrong. Man, I already know when I was working, lunch break, I'm gonna be on my phone. Dinner, when I'm sitting there, you know, whether it's getting relaxed at the house, whatever it is, just get done work, getting ready to go into work. If it was nightlife, before we would go in, we would sit there, we would be on our phones. From that, those are like the prime times. But just how Jess said, it doesn't matter. When you have that, when you've got that influence and you've got that following of people built up, people look forward to your content. It doesn't matter what time you post, and you're going to get engagement. That's for sure.
Yep, absolutely. I saw I wasn't going to talk about this, but I just saw this come through, and I think because I have this, I think I want to say something. So Rachel asked, can you explain to people why starting a Facebook business page is like the worst thing you can do? Now, okay, if you guys don't know how I started with Facebook. Well, I started on Instagram, and then I moved over to Facebook, and I started my profile. But then I thought, because again, I started a few years ago, so then I thought, oh, let me make a Facebook business page. Now, at the time, okay, I've had, if you go to it right now, there's a lot, but I've had, I think there's like over 250,000 people that follow my Facebook business page. Okay, there's some attraction marketing right there, but it has
so
changed.
Crazy.
It has changed. Okay, I tell everybody that joins this business, or any business for that matter, now, okay, if you were to use a Facebook business page a few years ago, totally different, right? Now, if you don't plan to invest $500-600 plus a month, right, on to really grow your Facebook business page, then you don't need it. You absolutely don't need it. One, because you're probably getting into this business to make money, not spend and get into debt, right? Because now how it works, you have to spend a lot of money to have your Facebook business page high up there and have those followers and all those things for it to work. As years ago, it wasn't like that. When I started years ago. Now, as well, okay, your Facebook profile, your regular Facebook profile is all that you need. It is all that you need. I rarely even go and use my business page anymore. There's 200,000 followers on there. I mean, I'll post maybe once a week, if even that, just to kind of keep it up. But I do everything on my Facebook profile now because your network, you have a network there, right? Like, you don't need, and it's free. It's free. Why? Don't even worry about a Facebook business page. Use your Facebook profile because everything that they have changed in the last year or less even, enables you to use it for business and you don't even realize it. It makes you able to use it for business and you don't even realize it way more than an actual business page does. So use your profile instead because that is all you need. Take it from somebody, okay, who did the Facebook business page years ago, shot it up to the top. And I look at it now, I'm not going to be investing $1,000 a month, $500-600. I don't need to. I don't want to do that because all of my business is on my profile now. You don't need the business page unless you plan to invest a lot of money. It's not going to work for you. They're not going to show your posts to the amount of people that are following you as much as you think. They're not going to be giving your reach what you think. Okay, use your personal profile.
There's an algorithm in the business pages now, guys. Long gone are the days where Caleb even said it. Long gone are the days of $5 you spend an ad, and now you're going to make $1,000 off that $5 ad. Mark Zuckerberg ain't stupid. He knows the amount of money that people are making off of Facebook ads. And when you do have a following of network marketers, I'm going to tell you guys this. Facebook ads are long. Those days are dead. Those days are dead. You don't know how many times I see going through my news feed. I'll see people going, hey, you interested in learning how to make you want to learn how to make $1,500 off of $15 a day in Facebook ads? Guys, Facebook ads have their purpose. They have their place. But there is now an algorithm that is involved in Facebook pages. You used to be able, if you had 5,000 likes on it, You didn't even have to pay for an ad, and you could just push it out there, and everybody that was on that page
It was
would
so
see it.
easy. It was so easy. And just like we were saying before, how you have to evolve using social media, Facebook has evolved their social media. They have evolved with I mean, they have changed the game with their Facebook stuff. It is not like what it used to be anymore. It is not. It is way harder to do a Facebook business page now and have it be where say I got it to. I'm not going to go and try and reach for 300,000. No way. I get more stuff going on my personal page than anything else. And that's, if you are thinking about doing a business page, just don't even bother. Unless, like I said, unless you plan to spend quite a few dollars a month, don't even bother, because it's not worth it anymore. It's not.
Yeah, I personally know some people, and I know we have talked about it as well, but I know some people even outside of It Works that spend tens of thousands of dollars per month on Facebook ads, guys. So understand that it's not exactly the most beneficial way. And I will definitely tell you, same thing with Instagram ads. I just wouldn't do it. You don't need to do them. If you're doing attraction marketing the right way, guys, we mass enroll people every single month, and we don't send out a single message. We do it all from our personal pages. Very plain and simple. You have to learn to put that quality content out there. And then only post on Facebook once or twice a day. This is the thing when it comes to that. You need to post when you feel you need to make a post. All right. I will tell you, I would not post more than 4 times a day. You don't look like you're busy. You just need to make sure that you're spacing your post out. And if you're making more than 4 posts in a day, now granted, there are exceptions when I'm saying, say you just had a whole bunch of promotions on your team and you're going to be shouting your team out. Yes, that's an exception. Facebook bends the rules whenever this stuff happens every now and then. But if you're going to be on your page, you're going to be posting 10, 12, 15 times a day, every day, all the time. I'm going to tell you, you're not going to get visibility on your page. What happens is your posts start to overlap one another. And whenever one post, you make another post, it now drops this one down in visibility. And then you make another post, and maybe this post was doing great, and it drops it down in visibility. If I make a post and it's going absolutely crazy, I'm getting hundreds of likes on it, I'm not going to make another post until I absolutely need to. You do need to consistently post every single day. Yes, you definitely need to make sure that you're posting every single day. Consistency is key. But when you feel like you need to make a Facebook post, make a post. Plain and simple. Whether that's an interaction post, whether it's a lifestyle post, a product post, a live video. If you're going to go live talking about date night or whatever it possibly is, just make sure that you're definitely talking.
I always tell people to post with their gut. That's what I do. I post with my gut.
Yeah.
Like if I'm feeling led to post and I literally just posted something like, and I know that I have to make this post for a reason. So I'm not going to say, wait, I posted 3 times already. Oh, no, I have to. No, because there's a reason. This is why, you guys, you got to follow your intuition. You got to follow your gut. There's a reason that you are being led to post whatever that you are being told to post about at that second. Whether it's, you know what, you saw something amazing in your travels and you're just like, oh yeah, but I just posted. No, who cares? Who cares? I always tell people as well. One of my distributors, my teammate, she said this a couple years ago, and I always say it to this day. I love it. My distributor Jackie, she always said to look at it like this. Okay, your personal Facebook profile is your lifetime movie. Your It Works posts are your commercials. Go. Like, that's what it is. Your profile is your lifetime movie, and the It Works posts or your business posts are your commercials. So stop posting
Agreed.
so much business stuff. Stop. Just stop. It's too spammy.
I agree. I completely agree. How many times would you recommend to do a product post max? If you're talking about per day, I would honestly think once a day. I mean, you should be that one post should be a quality post. You should be really, really focusing on the quality over quantity, because what happens is if I can get on your page and all I'm seeing, and I see this all the time, especially I know Jess is the same way. We probably get 100, 150 It Works distributors a day that friend request us. I'm going to tell you, if I get on your page and all I see is It Works, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You did not get started on Facebook to post for It Works. I should be seeing what the kids had for breakfast. Throwing random stuff out there. And then I should see a lifestyle post about how you're excited that It Works possibly picked up your lunch bill today while you and your people from your day job went and had lunch. And then I should see a post about how you're going to the gym. It has absolutely nothing at all to do with It Works. And then maybe I should see a product post afterwards talking about how you're taking New You for recovery. That's it. Plain and simple. And that's what it should be. You shouldn't be trying to force posts. It shouldn't be, oh, well, I haven't made a post about it at work, so I got to make a post about it. No, don't do it, because you want to make sure that you're post for a reason. I always tell everybody that. We just said it. Quality over quantity. Plain and simple.
Yep.
If you're making 3 posts a day, I mean, you should definitely need to make sure that you're making a business post, whether it's a lifestyle or a product post every single day. But I'll be perfectly honest with you, I don't follow the 3x3 rule. That's going to put you in the category of spamming people. You do not want to be posting 3 times a day about a product. You don't want to be posting, it works, because then what happens is all you're doing is posting and you're posting and you're posting. And what ends up happening, how we were talking about overlapping, you're going to make a product post and nobody's going to see it. Because if you're making 3 product posts a day, I don't have the time to write 6 posts out. I put that much time into my posts. I don't have the time to do that. So if you're over here and you're writing out 6 posts, if you're doing a 3x3 rule, I'm really not a firm believer in that. Jess, I don't know how many times you feel is crucial to post. I'm not a firm believer in a 3x3. I feel like you should be making once or maybe twice a day tops about the business, but it should definitely not be overlapping posts, and you should never be making back to back it works posts. Never. That's way too much.
I think I will tell you, when I first started, and this is very important, because what you do in the beginning is not going to be the same thing that you do levels on. Okay. When I started in the beginning, I was on Instagram. So I was posting my result photos as well, all the time, because on Instagram, it's not as personal. You're not spamming people. Every 5 seconds you could post, and there's going to be somebody different that did not see that post, right? On Facebook, you can't do that. Facebook is way more personal. Facebook is like going to somebody's house and then literally saying, look at this photo, look at this photo, look at this photo, look at this photo. I would punch you in the face, right? I would get the hell out of my house. So on Instagram, it was different for me. Now, I absolutely agree with you. I think, again, evolving, changing. It's not always going to be the same, right? As long as you are following your gut, okay? If one day I end up posting 1 product post and the next day or the next week even, or a few days later, I end up posting like 3 product posts, it's because I was led to do that, right? But I don't have a set schedule for myself. I go with what I feel like posting. And if being led to post 3 product posts that one day and then no product posts the next day, that's what I'm going to do, right? If that's just what I feel like doing. But I don't give myself a stop now type of thing, because sometimes that ruins your business. If you think, oh, I have to do XYZ and then XYZ and then I can't do anything else or whatever, it's always, you got to follow your gut. You have to follow your gut, because follow your gut in anything, because that's what's going to lead you the right way with this.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Again, at the end of the day, you've got to post what works. You got to post what works for you. Also, not even just that. Let's take it into consideration. Did you just enroll 12 distributors and box yourself for your next promotion? You probably don't need to be posting lifestyle posts or posts that are going to be attracting distributors. You probably need to be focusing on product posts or transformation posts or before and afters, so that way you can get fast starts, so that way you can build volume, so that way you can hit your next rank. Because unlike with our company, unlike a lot of other companies, we're not built off of, you can go out there and you can recruit 100 people in a month, but if you don't make 1 sale, guess what? You ain't going to make $1. You're not going to make $1, and that's just how it is. You have to make sure that there is a fine line. And I know right now, obviously just having everything that's going on, I have a feeling that Mark tonight is going to end up announcing some kind of a special for loyal customers. Yeah, that's what I have. So. Yeah. But we need to make sure that we're focusing. You need to make sure that we're focusing on loyal customers right now. I mean, we just had an opportunity to mass enroll distributors for sure. Everybody's teams grew so massively. We have to make sure though that we're posting. We have to make sure that we're posting product posts right now when you need product posts. So if you're in a spot in your business where you need volume, post it needing volume. If you need 1 or 2 or 3 distributors to get boxed for your next promotion, then do it. You got to post to your needs. That's for sure. And
exactly.
It's the same thing.
You got to focus on that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. I was going to say it's the same thing with DT post. Same thing.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll have people message me a lot and say, I'm not able to sign any loyal customers. And I'll go on their profile. I'm like, well, you're not. All you're doing is talking about the business. How do they even know you have a product? Like, you need to go and, first of all, get on the damn Facebook Live, please, because no matter what post you're given, it's not going to be as good and as well received as if you did a Facebook Live. It's just not. Like, when you say something, okay, I could literally tell you word for word what to say, right? And it's not going to matter as if you didn't do it in a Facebook Live or a voice message, because there's no excitement there. There's no personality there. Again, you are not a robot. You're not a robot. You are a human being. You're not a graphic. You are a human being. So you have to start doing that stuff. You have to start realizing how your audience is going to react to you, right? Same, just like he was saying with the posting. If you're looking for loyal customers, why are you posting about the business? You should be, one, posting your results, because we are in a business where we have personal results from one of 50 products, if not more, okay? How are you not showing people every single day how these products have worked for you? How are you not doing that? But do you know, in the first 2 years of this business for me, I had more distributors messaging me, asking me, how do I get more customers? How do I do this? And I've asked them, have you shown your result photos? No, I have, I'm afraid to. Well, there you go. There's your answer. How are you not backing up what you're saying? How are you not doing it? The first thing that someone's going to ask you, whether they're a friend or a stranger, is, oh, do you have results? Has it worked on you? How are you not doing that? If you are not posting your results every single day, by the way, get them corporate approved. I have to be fair, okay? I have to say the right
Get them
stuff.
corporate
Get
approved.
them corporate approved, okay? I don't care how many times you're denied. My results are denied every second of my life, and I'm still trying to get them approved, all right? Because they're so dramatic. I get it. I swear, it's driving me crazy. But get your stuff corporate approved and post that crap every second of your life. Every second of that, you're talking to a potential. Don't tell them about what the product does. Show them your results. Like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do that. Oh my God. I know I went off on a tangent there. I know we weren't even talking about results, but I can go crazy about results because I've been doing that since day one. I've been doing that since everyone's like, how do you get so many loyal customers? My results. My freaking results are what.
Product of the product.
Hey,
guys, I'm going to tell you. Product of the product
is
attraction marketing. Product of the product.
Yep.
Branding. Product of the product. Right there. That's
people are going to trust you.
Proof in the pudding. That is 100%
I always say as well, if I'm in a room with another distributor and there's somebody standing right in front of me and I have results to show from any of the products, any of them, and I'm passionate about it, because guys, when you have results and you talk about those results, you're passionate about it, right? I can't talk about the exfoliating peel because I'm not a fan of the exfoliating peel. And I said that once in a thing, and everyone was like, oh, you shouldn't be saying that. No, I was honest. And you know what? That got me more loyal customers that day than anything else, because I was honest and I was transparent. I'm not a robot. I am a human being, and I'm going to tell you what I like, just like I'm going to tell you what I don't like. Just like when you go to a restaurant and you talk to the server, hey, what do you like the best, right? I don't care about your customers. What do you like? Because you're the one selling to me. So what do you recommend, right? If she tells me, oh, I like everything, I want a new friggin' server, because I don't trust her. I don't trust her. So I'm going to tell you if I don't like something, just like I'm going to tell you what I love. And if I have results from a product that I genuinely love, I'm going to tell you about those results every second of my life, because that's what I'm most passionate about. I'm not about something that I'm not passionate about, like one of those products, right? So if I'm a distributor standing next to you and there's another distributor doing the exact same thing, she could look identical to me. Same color hair, same name, same everything, and we're both standing next to you. And you're trying to choose who you're going to buy from. You're going to buy from the person that's passionate. You're going to buy from the person that isn't just saying, oh my God, we have 50 products and they're all amazing. No, you're going to talk to the person that says, I have amazing results from this product right here. I love these specific products, and I'm going to show you, my results right now. I'm going to tell you about it. By the way, I didn't like this one product. My customers love it, but for me, I wasn't really feeling it. You're going to go with the person who's honest, who's not a robot. Same with your posts, same with your live videos. If you're not genuine, leave the business. Leave the business right now if you are not genuine. Period. I'm going to go on
agreeing
now. I can go on forever.
I am agreeing. I am definitely agreeing. There's a whole bunch of questions that came in. Yeah.
I think
I figured it out.
do you think we should answer these questions in like actually respond to them. So that way, because it's already now, I mean, it's 7 o'clock by you. I could go on for hours, but I know otherwise we won't have any other Sundays to do. So I want to make sure that people are getting excited and that they are tuning in for next Sunday as well. I don't know how much else you wanted to talk about, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as far as this one goes, let's kill this one. We will pick it up next Sunday. I think that's best.
Yes.
Because yeah, we have a Zoom that we do need to jump on. Yeah, hey, I'm all down though. It's a social media Zoom, so social media training for our team. So I'm super pumped about that. It's social media Sundays for me for real. That's all it is social media. So guys, we definitely appreciate you guys jumping on. Definitely like this, love this, share this with your teams. Next week we will make sure that we are on at 5 o'clock, not 5:30. We will make sure that we have Be Live TV figured out, so that way we can definitely make sure that we are on there and effective on there. And I may convince Ms. Pearson to sneak on a live video with me during the week. I might just force her and be like, listen, Jess, we're doing it. We're just going to make sure that we do a live video. But yes, if you guys, like I said, definitely drop us some likes, drop us some loves. We appreciate everybody for jumping on here. Comment what you guys took from this. What did you guys get out of this live video, out of this training more than anything? We always are very, very interested to know. Other than that, we do appreciate you guys being on. Jess, definitely appreciate you being on as well.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. I definitely appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. And yeah,